If it's a class problem, wherever the black-white dynamic exists, then the white is the upper class and the black is the lower class. And your lower class is much lower than white folks' lower class. And your upper class ain't nowhere near the top of the white upper class. If you're a communist, the white communist is on top, the black communist is on the bottom. If you're a socialist, the white socialist is on top, the black socialist is on the bottom. Huh? If you're a Christian, the white Christian is on top, the black Christian is on the bottom. If you're a Jew or a Hebrew, the white Jew is on top, the black Jew is on the bottom. If you're a Muslim, the white Muslim is on top, the black Muslim is on the bottom. Whatever the social, political, economic, academic, religious, spiritual system or order is, wherever the black-white dynamic exists, you'll find the white on top and the black on the bottom. Evilly, wickedly, and viciously on the top. An inordinate white superiority and an inordinate black inferiority. Huh?
That's real.
Class.
That's real.
No. When we look at this carefully, we will have to do away with all of the old images that we have held on to. Going further to point out that we could not follow Trotsky, Lenin, we could not follow Marx. Can't follow them. These are not from an African or black paradigm. They didn't care nothing about us. They weren't studying us. So though we may draw from some of the positive aspects of Miles' little red book, all of it came from Sister Carol, our little black book.
Yeah.
And we have to understand that. So the new Black Panther Party will indeed, this go around, be a Black Panther Party. We're not chasing no white women.
All right. Yeah.
Trying to put a black beret on a white woman's head.
Yeah. Tell it.
No. Bobby Seale has attacked us. He said at Cleveland State University, Khalid Muhammad wants to start a race war. And he said, we're not with that. That the old Black Panther Party has nothing to do with the new Black Panther Party. He said, Khalid Muhammad running around talking about fighting white folks in a revolution, killing the white man. He said the old Black Panther Party is not about that. We're working to build a global humanistic society. But some of the old Panthers are with us, backing us up, working with us. My sister.
I respect you, Dr. Muhammad.
Vile, vile. I respect you. Same to you.
I need to know from you as to whether or not you condemn me for my feelings, and that is this. First of all, I want to ask you, will women be allowed to join the new Black Panther Party?
I will not condemn you for your question, sister. I don't want to go nowhere where there ain't no women.
Because I constantly get condemned for this, just about on a daily basis. But this is truly my soul and my heart.
Yes, ma'am.
I truly feel that the U.S. government should be overthrown. One. And the next thing is that I truly feel and believe that a large percentage of our people will have to be eliminated along with that process. Because many of them are beyond repair. I'm sorry if that offends, but that's my feeling.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Well, my sister, well, my dear strong sister, Is her name Sister Tina? America does have to be indeed destroyed. There must be the white man and America's demise if we are to rise. Stop talking about it's the system. You got Negroes, it's the system. If we could just change the system. Lord, it is Lord have mercy, Lord child, Lord Jesus. It's the system. That's like a damn fool walking around talking about, it ain't the spider, it's the spider web. It's the spider web. If we could just tear the spider web down, everything will be all right. What damn fool don't you know if you tear a white spider web down and don't deal with the spider, then the spider's gonna weave another web as soon as you tear that one down? It's not the system. It's not the spider web. It's the white spider. It's the white man. I just told you it makes no difference what kind of system it is. So America must be destroyed. I told you my favorite book is The Fall of America by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I fast and pray for that day that we have waited for over, what, 379 years? Huh? I want to see in my lifetime. If I can't see it in my lifetime, I want to see it through my baby's eyes. Or my baby's eyes. I want to see it. I want to see the fall of the white man. I want to see the fall of America. I pray for my enemy every day. I pray that God will kill my enemy every day. See a brother walking and a sister walking with white folks, they don't know what I'm saying. I say to the brother and sister, God bless you. And to the cracker, I say, God bless you. God bless you. They say, oh, thank you. Don't know what I say. Well, sister, let's get to your second point. She said that some of us are going to have to die with the white man. It's true. Some of us will die protecting the white man. Some of us will fight God over the white man. And brothers, the white woman too. When we say the white man is the devil, we don't just mean the white man. The white woman is the devil too. Yes, some of us will. The scripture says that the old generation had to die out in the wilderness. And a new generation had to be born that would go on to the promised land. But before we could go to the promised land, we had to go through the Red Sea. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches that the Red Sea represents war, bloodshed, and revolution. War, bloodshed, and revolution. We have to go through the Red Sea, but some of our own have to be drowned with this modern day Pharaoh. Some of our own have to go down with the white man. Some of them are hopeless, irredeemable, incorrigible, past praying for. I believe that Jesse Jackson is one of them. They came to me telling me about a helicopter in the distance. Someone came to me and told me about some kind of bomb squad and some kind of armored tank and armored vehicle in Central Park on 110th Street behind the stage. Somebody came to me and told me about the riot horse squad. They use horses because of the height of the horses, because of the size of the horse's muscles and the strength of the horse, and they train the horses with the by moving the horse a certain way with the sweep of the horse's body, horses can take down 20 and 25 or 30 people or more at one time. They told me about a major contingent, a major riot contingent behind the stage in full riot gear. I went to the back and looked out of the back. I couldn't see all the way to 110th Street. I had to take their word about whatever armored vehicles or bomb tanks or squads that were there. I looked and saw the paddy wagons backed up to the stage. And they opened the doors wide as if to say, we're going to fill these paddy wagons up with some niggas here today. Then I heard that they had barges out on the East River that were to be detention or holding centers, and that they intend to hold some underground in the subway as it was closed down, as Brother Steve Coffey has pointed out and given us evidence of. So when I heard all of this, I did not, as God is my witness and the ancestors are my witness, including my mother and father and all, I did not intend to speak at all. I didn't get up there to give an address. I didn't give up to give a keynote speech. I got up to take charge as a soldier, as a general, to take charge of what was going on. Immediately I switched from former national spokesman training, former minister training, I switched back to supreme captain. All of my training in the Nation of Islam as a supreme captain, and my great teacher who has gone on to the realm of the Egun, or the ancestors, Captain Ali Rashid, all of their training kicked in right then. I knew how Captain Rashid would handle it. So much of him is still in me. And so immediately, I said, I have to take charge. I thought about City College. I thought about how we had trampled and stampeded each other at City College in a panic. I thought about rap concerts where we had stampeded and trampled each other and even killed each other. And so I said, that can't happen here today. And so when I took the mic, I opened, of course, in the name of God. I was happy that Sister Oyafumike of Sankofa, the star of Sankofa, had come up and told the devil she was going to juju them. She was going to voodoo them. And she poured libation and went into some Yoruba on them. I was happy that Professor James Small and the great Babaloi who was with him, how I could see as they released the salt that blew across the stage and out into the crowd when they did poured the libation and did the opening Yoruba session. And so the ancestors were with us. And so as God is my witness, something took hold of me. Another power took hold of me. When I went back and listened to that and looked at it over and over again, I couldn't have planned what I said the way I said it and hooked it up the way I said it. I don't think in my real conscious mind with me in control. And so when I went to the podium, before I got there, you saw me hit the podium. I'm mad as hell that this beast is ready to attack. It was not going to be the million youth farce, as Malcolm called it, the farce on Washington. And some of you have attacked me, talking about Dr. Martin Luther King. Dr. King, when Dr. King went out, Dr. King had nonviolent marches. You are lying. Dr. King didn't have no nonviolent marches. Dr. King was the only one who was nonviolent. The white man was never nonviolent. They spilled their blood. They sick vicious dogs on them. Four-legged dogs sicked on them by even more vicious two-legged dogs. Water hoses were turned loose on our people. Cattle prods they used to drag them down the streets. Their blood was is still drenched in the Edmund Pettus Bridge. They beat the hell out of John Lewis there that day. Congressman John Lewis. Probably why he's so damn crazy today. Beat the hell out of John Lewis there. Let me finish. I thought about all of this. I said, this is a black power rally. We're not out here to sing no we shall overcome. Hell no, we shall overrun. Not no lift every voice and sing. Hell no, lift every fist and swing. So I said to the youth, immediately I told them what was going on. I said, down the middle, they're lining up. They're lining up in the trenches. They're doing this. And if you can see around the stage, in full riot gear, the riot troops are lining up. They're preparing. Then I went on to talk about in self-defense. In self-defense. Self-determination. You have a God-given right to defend yourself. I didn't tell them to just go and jump on the cracker. But if I had told them to do that, God damn it, I still would have been right. But I didn't say that. I told them in self-defense. I said, look these bastards straight in the eyes. I wanted to steal the crowd. I wanted to remove any fear that was in the crowd. I wanted them to prepare right then to deal. We were pinned in like animals, like horses, like cows, like cattle. I turned to them. I said, decide right now where you are. Who will disconnect the barricades? Who will connect the rails? And if they attack you, disconnect the railing and get to beating the hell out of them when they attack you with the rail. And that's what they did too. I saw it on the news. They were whipping some police behind with those rails and barricades. I went on to say, that here's a cracker. He's not going to just shoot my people down in cold blood. No Soweto. No Tiananmen Square. That's square. I said, if you don't have your own gun, some of them have 1 gun, 2 guns, 3 guns. Some of them are shoulder holsters. 1 gun, 2 guns, 3 guns. I said, if they attack you in self-defense, some of you running around with, he was wrong. He shouldn't have told them to take the Lord. He shouldn't have told them, Lord, have mercy. Lord, child. Lord, Jesus. Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy. He shouldn't have told them to take them police's guns. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. I said, if they come to take your life with those guns, I said, take their goddamn guns from them and use their guns on them. Now, what's wrong with that? I said, if they come to beat you with their nightsticks, take their nightsticks the way they did Brother Abner Louima and ram it up their behinds and jam it down their goddamn throats. I wasn't up there to be polite. I wasn't up there to be nice. I wasn't up there to tiptoe through the tulips. I wasn't up there to what they call a genuflect and curtsy. I wasn't up there to say, now boys and girls, it appears that they are preparing behind the stage. And like some Negro leader, now y'all, old butts would have told them, yo, be calm. We don't want to act like them. We don't want to stoop to their level. That's what they want us to do. No, my purpose was to keep our people from being hurt. When the helicopter swooped with a Vietnam swoop straight down over the heads of the crowd. If you'll notice me on the video, I don't hold my head up and look at the helicopter. Why? Ali Rashid's training, Captain Rashid's training. I couldn't look up at the helicopter. If I looked up at the helicopter, then the crowd would have looked up at the helicopter. And then maybe it would have caused so much panic and fear when they made that Vietnam swoop that the crowd would have scattered and they would have dropped the tear gas canisters right in the open field on Malcolm X Boulevard. helicopter swooped, I didn't look up. I wouldn't let you look up. When the helicopter swooped, I said, Black Power! And I started to chant of Black Power. And everybody got caught up in the spirit of Black Power. And nobody looked up. Nobody panicked. And people started gritting their teeth. Our people started getting mad. They weren't scared. They started getting mad. Giuliani has already said he gave the order. There were ground troops, there were lieutenants, there were captains that didn't know what the hell was going on. With white shirts on and brass all on their shoulders. We got video footage where police were fighting police. That's no exaggeration. We'll come, Brother Steve has it. We got footage in Cleveland, Ohio. We got footage from out west, our own footage. We got Brother Clemson Brown's comprehensive footage and detail. Policemen fighting policemen. Some black policemen broke down and cried out there that day. Some of them said, why are they doing this? What are you doing? Some of the black police jumped in the way and pushed other policemen, grabbed policemen, started tussling matches with the riot troops that were coming toward us. We got it all on video, no exaggeration, and we don't have to stretch it. You can see it easily what's going on. Only a special attack unit on a need-to-know basis had been given a certain signal and a certain order. And when the helicopter swooped, that was the order to the special forces to attack. Giuliani said, I gave the order, and I'm proud that I gave the order. Now come after me. We're going to get at you, dog. We're going to get at you, dog. Now this is what you have to understand. I did not have control over myself when the police attacked. When you're in a position that I'm in, see, most of you don't understand that and don't know that. That's why those of you who have said that make such silly statements. I've been in situations with Minister Farrakhan before at banquets, packing, and he didn't even know I'm packing. And a fight broke out at the table at the banquet. Brother Reginald Eves and others were there. And we had just got through talking about what happened at the Audubon Auditorium Sunday, February 21st, 1965, when they had the diversionary tactic and, get everybody's attention, get out of my pocket. And everybody focuses on that, and then death runs down the aisle. So we had already briefed the security on that. And so when the fight broke out at the table, at the banquet, and plates started flying, glasses started flying, silverware, we thought that was to take everybody's attention and that they were going to make a hit on Minister Farrakhan. So I'm his security. I don't have time to talk to the man that I have had such awesome respect for. I don't have time to say, Brother Minister, would you please come and go with me, please, sir? It looks like they might be planning to kill you, sir. I don't have time. I'm security. So when the fight breaks out, immediately I snatch him up from the table, like off of his feet. Snatch him up from the table. There's no door behind the head table. I start from the back him against the wall. I don't feel safe there. I don't have time to converse with him and talk to him. I snatch him again and take him and throw him in the corner. And I back up with him behind me and pull my stuff in the corner. When a situation like that happens, when I got shot, when the gunfire started, security is trained. They don't wait to ask me questions. One brother hit me low, another brother hit me high, another brother covered my body on the ground. When the police attacked, we weren't on the stage. We weren't on the steps. We were about at the last step on the ground. I'm trying to jump right in the middle of it. There's several of you, Brother Barry and others, who were there and know what happened. I'm saying all the time, and I can't stand up in the public and lie, if there are men who know what happened back there. They would say, oh, that nigga lying, man. I'm jumping right in the middle of it. That's nose to nose on that one. They snatched the hell out of me. You can see them putting their hands on me now to snatch. They said, no, they will kill you. They came to kill you. I'm saying we can't leave our people. We got to fight these bastards. They snatched the hell out of me, all these strong brothers. I get to fighting with them. There's a sister, I didn't see her. last time I was here, when Brother Steve Coakley spoke, she had pictures in the audience where they had taken my coat off of me, twisted me, and trying to hold my arms behind my back. If you read Peter Noel's account in the daily, not daily calendar, that's our paper though, with Naya written down. In the Village Boy, they wrestle me to the ground. Then they take my legs out from me so I can't really kick. So I say, I'll relax. Fighting is going on, I relax. And they relaxed, I knew they would. And they relaxed, and I broke loose from them again and dashed right back into the heat of the battle. They grabbed me again, all of them. By this time, members of the crowd joined them. Members of the crowd joined them and said, we can't lose you, Brother Khalid. We can't lose you. They want to kill you. We got to get you out of here. So they started muscling me out of the crowd. I'm fighting them instead of fighting the police, really, because I felt for some reason, I don't know if it was accurate or not, that I was the only one who could somehow make a difference. But, you know, that I could control both sides and the attack and the intensity of it and all of that, and that's where I wanted to be. But security's job in a situation like that, if something happens in here, these security men are not supposed to leave Attorney Maddox on his own. I don't care how powerful a leader he is. I don't care how strong and powerful his command is. They are supposed to get, when gunfire breaks out in here, they're supposed to clear him from the stage, secure him by any means necessary, even if he doesn't agree with them. That's their job, to take him from harm's way. That's the duty of security. I know because I have been security and I have trained security, but they took me by surprise. They upped the crowd and the security almost suffocated me, trying to get me out of there, and me out of breath trying to fight them to stay in the thick of it. Finally, they take me up through Malcolm X to 119th Street. Then we get on top of a car and start trying to direct the flow with a bullhorn and everything we could to get the people out of there. That's it. I didn't actually get into a vehicle until we crossed 125th Street. The crowd kept following me. I kept telling them to go home. I don't know if any of you were in that crowd or not. I kept saying, go home. And the people kept saying, we're not going home until you go home. We're not going to leave you. A brother who came up in a car and gave the greeting. He said, Assalamu alaikum. We said, wa alaikum salam, brother. So everybody said, can he get in your car? He looked at me. He looked at the people. He said, And he said, you can't get in here. And so I'm still in charge. I spared him. Meaning, what do I mean? I mean, I smoothed it over. I said, oh, I understand, brother. I said, that's all right. I said, brother's okay. Because the least frowned from me. That crowd was angry. They were with me. They would have tore that brother to pieces and turned his car over. A van came. Some brothers from Richmond, Virginia, came in a van on 126th or 127th Street and jumped out and said, put him in here. Then they put me in their van, but the crowd, I'm not exaggerating any of this at all, didn't want me to leave, so they started rocking the brother's van. I said, you're going to turn the man's van over. So I said, we all said, brothers and sisters, back up. And he eased, and then he was able to pull away. Helicopters followed us then for about 10 to 12 blocks. We thought it was the police.
Imagine a nation with no Africans hating the blackest of faces, where nobody that's black is a racist. Imagine history on a factual basis. Truthfully, how they had us in cages. Picture our mob with us back in his places. Picture black-owned factories making stacks instead of cats cooking crack in a basement. Imagine you never had to be facing a crooked J. Cole and a gat to your faces with your back to the pavement. Picture never knowing how nasty it tastes to catch you a case and get the max cause they had a rap with a statement. Now imagine a nation that never had to battle inflation. A black government that's actually gracious. And black kids learning at faster paces. Educated by teachers who have the patience to make sure they see your graduation. Now imagine a nation after students master the basics of science, they learn how to apply it. Picture living with no pork in your diet, cholesterol levels are down. Picture living with no devils around. The cost rock the whole world. I'd be awestruck, practically gazing at the greatest civilization before.